In this video, I want to talk about Terra Luna Classic and will the price rise? We're going to look at a real quick technical analysis outline to kind of go over this, excuse me, some parameters of possibility. As of the recording of this video, Terra Classic was trading at 2768, down about 6.5%. Now, I'm also going to remind you that this Terra Classic is not operating in a vacuum. It's not operating by itself. There is an overriding situation playing out now in the stock market and crypto market where we are dealing with really bad inflation data. CPI report came in a couple of days ago, was not good. We've had stock markets, rocked by that. Crypto moved below 1 trillion, etc. Okay, so right here, right now, if you look at the 7-day chart, you can see that this downward trend has been transpiring for Terra Classic. I think there's a couple of things at play here. Number one, we've had profit taking. Number two, I think we've had some people who were writing the 200 to 300+% rise earlier that happened in September. They were riding that up. They were just here for the pump, and they have left the building, and they're taking their money with them. Also, you have the arrest warrant being issued for Do Kwon coming out of South Korea, and that, so you've got that transpiring. You've also got one other factor. There's been kind of uncertainty around whether or not Binance is going to support the 1.2% tax transaction rate. So there is an AMA with them scheduled for September 22nd. I did a video on that earlier today, and you can check that out here on my channel. Okay, so here's where we're at. So Lunk has gotten rejected at the 30593 level. That was earlier, and then it flipped into a downtrend. It flipped into a downtrend for really everything I just said. Okay, so everything I kind of just said was the reason for the move down. So currently, Luna Classic's trading in the 277 range, which is north of 50+% down. Not really surprising given everything I just said. Okay. So currently we're in a bullish reversal pattern known as a falling wedge. There you go. I always thought that was a great kind of visual metaphor. But there is a good chance we might see a strong breakout to the upside with enough accumulation at the lower level. And we're really at those lower accumulation levels right here, right now. I believe it's actually 2.5. So depending upon when you're watching this video, at 2.7 is kind of our lower baseline support level, and if we break through that, then we can definitely have some significant more downside potential. And I'm not going to say that's not possible, but here's why I'm saying that's not possible. We really have two events. We have September 21st, the Federal Reserve, when they meet to raise interest rate, and that it will have an impact on the entire crypto market, and it could have an impact on Terra Classic too. Because if we get bad news there, the entire crypto market goes down dramatically. It will pull Terra Classic down. That's number one. Number two, we have the AMA with Binance, with the Terra, the Luna Classic community and Binance on September 22nd. If something comes out of that where we get some insight that maybe Binance is not going to support or not move forward with the 1.2% tax, that's in helping aiding the community. That again is a negative factor that is out there, and I have no crystal ball. I don't know what's going to happen out of that. So I'm trying to be the voice of reason and give you the reality of the situation here, tell you exactly what is going on. Okay, so moving on. Okay, so we obviously we're in a bearish trajectory. We know that. Okay, before this we were bouncing off the 20-day moving average. So we have been getting rejected at the 20 moving day average and at the upper resistance trend line of the falling wedge. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So now here's the key: we must gain enough bullish momentum to break through 30333. Okay, so right now we're at three zeros. Let me show you what I'm talking about. We're at 30278. Okay, that's where we're at right now. Okay, so that's the number you need to keep in mind. That is basically our resistance level up. So we've got to go up and break through that. Again, if we get positive news maybe out of the AMA with Binance on September 22nd, that right there is enough to significantly turn the tide and move us back up. Luna Classic has showed that it can, and the community around that, okay? So if that would happen, if we could break through that level, then our next technical target would be 3 zeros and a 5-1, which would be a 61+% increase from the current levels. We've already talked about the FUD, okay? That's a factor, all right? And then lastly, 3 zeros 225, which is pretty close to where we're at right now, okay? Could be the bottom. But I'm going to remind you, September is known for being quite rocky and bearish month for everything I've just said. So I've given you kind of the overall macro, just to kind of, again, state of the union. So will it rise? Those are the things those are the questions. The Federal Reserve, September 21st, what are they going to do? September 22nd, AMA with Binance, what's going to happen? That's what we're keeping our eye on. All right, I will see you. Have a good one. Take care.